Alright, so it doesn't actually show a light on this end when I'm recording, so I'll have to keep an eye on for that. Anyways, wanted to do a video of this, I don't know how close I am. Yeah, let me try to do that. I wanted to do a video of this because this is the first lighting we've done on the actual forge in a while. We've been playing with the blast furnace to melt stuff down and try to get ingots from it. But we had hit a snag on that if you want to watch Hitchcock Handyman. You'll see more videos of the forge actually on Hitchcock Handyman. And no, it's still smoking. Alright, so I'm going to try to find a way to set this where you can see me and see what I'm doing, as well as see the forge. I think right here should be a good spot. Hopefully you'll still also be able to hear me. And let's move the crowbar. Hopefully you'll still be able to hear me and to see what the heck I'm doing. There. We'll find out. Pour a little bit more Scout water onto it. Pour it in a cup so it doesn't go right in and blow everything up. But anyways, if you ever seen any of my older videos, you know I have a habit of lighting myself on fire a lot. Whew. Anyways, I'm hoping we can get it hot enough that I can actually start to bend steel. I'm going to set up the anvil over here instead of over there, so that way you guys can see it. I'm going to put the matches way over there. Let's go with this one, it's lighter. I think you guys can still see me. Anyways, I'll try to keep track. No promises, because I'm going to be working the forge more than I'm going to be paying attention to the video. There's a lot of flame, but there's not a lot of heat. Well, okay, there's a lot of heat for me, but not a lot of heat for the forge yet. I really, really hope this isn't stainless steel. I'm actually going to look for a smaller piece, because that's what I want to start with. If not, I've got a whole bunch of scrap out here to dig with. I guess I'll start with this. Where did my clamps go? I got this. So anyways, looks like they're harvesting over there. Damn it. Alright, so apparently it senses heat. Because as I was pouring that, this over here started. Those are oil-soaked leaves because this used to be a quench. I'm thinking about wanting to turn it into a coal holder to feed into this, but slowly feeding some of the leaves into this because they are so oil-soaked, they burn beautifully. Apparently the camera sensed the amount of heat and shut right off because I wanted to burn this, but not like that, and not with a camera and plastics nearby. I put out the fire, but yeah, I lit a few fires. Anyways, this here is our bellows. Got it from DI. String of cord, pipe, stainless steel pipe, so that way the heat doesn't travel back up it and melt the bellows. I want to replace all this with dirt and stone down the road. Trying to not get the plastic. Because those leaves are so oil soaked, they're burning beautifully. I got a harvester over there, I'm not sure if you can see it. Just between those trees there. And I'm going to try and set you guys back where you were. And hopefully not light you on fire again. See, catches the heat, focuses it, tries to focus it back down, keep up the heat, and then also funnels the smoke up there. Probably kill some of those limbs. Oopsie, I should have cut them down earlier, but oh well. That fire's almost down. Pile coal up, scoop, put a hole down there, and I'll talk to Ben about see if he's game, because that's basically going to be our oil quench, and a horizontal oil quench is kind of better than vertical anyways. But we'll see what he says, because this is his too. Problem is that some of these coils are also really old, so they don't cook as well either. They're really wet. Mostly because where they were, there was no drain, so when it rained, it just stayed in there. There was so much water in that bag. Yeah, these coals are soaked. These are really wet coals. I shouldn't be able to crumble them. So we'll see if drying them out is going to help any. Now Ben has some flame retardant gloves that I actually like right now, because I could just grab the end of this and pull it over and just back it. You will hear me use a lot of terms that are not actual terms. It's hot, very hot here. Even with most of the heat now just going straight up, Some of it is still bleeding out the side. Not a lot, but some of it. Let's just wait till I let myself on fire, because it's bound to happen. I almost did it a while ago, just lit everything else on fire. I'm going to combine the two videos together, I think, because 5 minutes isn't a lot, and the heat sensor went off. I also got to keep checking to make sure that you're not stopped recording, because you have no light on this side, because apparently someone's supposed to hold you and record. Oh well, you're a fun camera, you're HD, you didn't cost me anything. Go on, finish burning out, finish burning out. A lot of this smoke is from the wet coal. I was hoping with chimney effect out. You can actually rotate this and set it down right on top if you just want to heat. But I want to keep an eye on it because this is the first fire of the season. As you can tell, we built it off of an old grain mill on the bottom, a wheel hubcap. Ow. Stainless steel starting to get hot. That's, I guess, a good sign. Yeah, it's getting hot, steamy. I'm seeing more coal and less flame now, which is also a good thing. You want the coals hot more than you want the flames hot. It's kind of like barbecuing, only at a much higher degree. And you're going to end up wanting to push the live coals to the center and the dead coals out to the side. Because those live coals, those heating coals, are what cause the heat. Now most of the flame, if I killed that, would just die right off. In fact, see, most of the red glow went, well, I guess you can't see. Most of the red glow went away. And then when I flip this back on, you'll start to see it glow red in the center again as it picks up heat. I put a little block there. Some air is getting out this way, but not a lot of it. I'm directing the flow of air. We open that so we can clean the chute when it fills full of gunk and smunk and stuff. It doesn't fill very often because we have a plate with a bunch of small holes, a grate in there that we drilled ourselves. Keeps most of the junk there. Okay, I still got like 12 minutes left before I have to come back and restart you. I'm balancing you guys on a log, just so you know. Now you're pointed that way. I'm not sure how much you can see. That looks good, right? Like I said, it may take a while to build up. I can see those red coals starting to burn in there. Wind just picked up. That was fun. A nice little blow there. It's hot. Not only is it hot, I don't think it stopped enough. But this is also caused by pain. But you know what you're gonna do. My hands are starting to shake a little bit more, which is really gonna be sad because I used to paint a lot to make money, and that's gonna be hard to do with my hands starting to shake more and more. I'm thinking about turning it off. I'm going to be out here all day. You don't need to be. It's starting to turn colors, but it's not quite to that cherry that I need to pull it out yet, and it'll still be maybe a few more hours. I'm going to turn this off for now, and before I go on to the next stage, hammering, pulling, anything, I'll turn it back on. Anyways, I think this will be the end of video 1, just cause, why not? 5 minutes plus whatever this is. We got the forge lit, you gotta watch me light myself on fire. I mean, what more is there to life? What more is there to life than, you know, smoke and fire and burning metal? Not quite burning yet. Also, I ran into a wonderful conspiracy theorist, the jet fuel and the 9/11 stuff, because 9/11 was yesterday. A lot of it really pissed me off. As both a blacksmith and a construction worker, I can tell you, steel beams can melt, because the jet fuel started the fire. A burning building with all the chemicals and shit in it can melt steel beams just fine. Plus, building the thing that it was designed to take a Boeing 727 hit. Nothing can. We've never ran into that before, so how can we design against it? It's kind of one of those things. It wasn't tested. We didn't ram a Boeing into it. It was just theoretically secure from it. So that's another thing that kind of pisses me off. Just a little bit of politics there. I'm a conspiracy theorist as well. I am. But I take, like, once I find out science facts, I drop the conspiracy, because there's so many other things out there. Once something's disproven, you don't need to hit on it. 9/11 was caused by Boeing smashing into a building. A Boeing smashing into the Pentagon, and then the Pennsylvania, where they boldly captured their plane back, and crashed into the ground because they had no pilots anymore. Those were all brave men. It pisses me off when people dirty a sad, tragic thing that happened in history, because I am a historian, or tried to be a historian. I went to college for like 4 or 5 years trying to get my history degree to teach, and then pain got rid of that. But anyways, yeah, I've done construction work, I do blacksmithing, I work just to survive. Every house I've lived in, my family's either built or renovated. Quite literally, I've been building since I was born. But anyways, I'm gonna wait a little while. Starting to turn. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. And once it starts to get a more cherry red up close, I'm going to take it out and start beating on it. And at that time, I'll start recording again. Anyways, this is Joeofthemasks signing off. Your next video will either be Baldur's Gate 2, hopefully an unboxing soon, and mostly if Dylan can get over here. And also, blacksmithing videos, woo! As well as craft videos coming up later on as well. I'm working hard, I'm trying to get video up, trying to get content up for you. Basically, I'm hoping to sell all the shit. Everything I make is for sale. You can ask me for it. I'll build it again and sell it to you if I didn't make it for another client. Or if I hadn't made it for a client and it's just sitting around, I will turn around and I'll sell it to you. That includes my models that I've always shown off, and on and on and on it goes. Everything I make is for sale. Everything I make is for sale. Because this is how I survive. So anyways, signing off, Joeofthemasks. Like and subscribe if you like it. If you don't, I guess give it a thumbs down, but then that hurts me, so please don't. Share me with your friends. Maybe other people like me as well. Anyways, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. This first video is going to be around 20 minutes long if I add the two together, which I will. And then the next video will be I mostly wanted you to see this because how pretty it is. You can kind of see all these sparks flying out. What we want is the metal to start doing that as well. And we're on business. Right now that's just it basically blowing out all the dead coals and stuff. But it looks really pretty. Woo! Woo! Woo, that was a lot. Get that centered around the metal. You can see the metal starting to glow. I want to travel a little bit more up here, and then I'll be ready to start beating. Something really pretty about forging in fire. It's probably gonna smell like smoke when I go into work tomorrow. I'm getting lost staring at the coals. They're beautiful. Smithing is truly man's mastery of the elements. I think it's one of the highest fits. You gotta put water, earth, fire, and air. Boosh. That's how you do blacksmithing. It truly is mastery of the elements. One of the reasons why I feel blacksmith is very religious to me. It's a deep part of my religion, at least. It's very spiritual. That taking of something crude and beating it into something beautiful. That putting it in the fire, taking the elements, crushing them together to form by will, and then pulling that beautiful thing out of the ashes and water at the end. There's starting to be a little ash debris everywhere around here. We've already had to put out a couple more fires, but hey, that's why we're here. And that's why, you know, slowly this will slowly turn to dirt ground, which is what I want. Because then when the sparks fall, nothing will happen. But we haven't touched the forge for 2 years, maybe 3 years. And, well, this is what happens when you don't touch the forge. That's how you know it's Kingstone brand. Why? Because the K. Kingstone! It's just what we had. It was cheap at the time. Choke coal's the best. Raw coal's really good. Okay, nope, I see her. Good girl! Good girl! Got the dog out with me. Wanted to make sure she didn't wander. Good girl! Okay, come over. Get some lovin'. Let me move away from the fire. You can get some lovin'. You want some lovin'? Let's come over to the twisted metal, huh? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Ow! Ah! Your claws! You have claws! Your claws, they hurt. Ow! Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Okay, down. Ow. Probably didn't break any skin, but ow. That hurt. Oh, now she wants to play fetch. Nope, no fetch. No fetch. She can literally play fetch for hours. It's very tiring. Peek, see if I can take a peek at the metal. Looks to be getting cherry. I don't want to take it out quite yet because I don't know if it is cherry, and I don't want to pull it out and then have to reheat it back up the rest of the way. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Let's go. I don't think it'll be too long. Hello, this is Joseph Hitchcock. This is probably number 2. Probably should have said that much sooner. Wonder if I can angle it away so that way at least you get some of the forge and hopefully some of the smacking.
to get in there. It's getting there. You know, actually in Egypt and several Middle Eastern places, they put around the edges of their forge wet sand because it helps put water and moisture into it and carbons it nicer, as well as it gets it to a hotter temperature with the humidity. I think they wet their sand by peeing on it, but I'm not sure. I mean, it is, you know, in the middle of the desert. I know where they get the sand, not always sure where they get the water. You gotta make sure it's cherry red. You gotta make sure it's cherry red before you start beating it, because otherwise you're just smacking cold metal and it's not doing the things it needs to do. It's waiting for that cherry red though, that's part of the, a lot of the weight. Once it starts heating up though, it's good. And I think I might want to take wet sand and pack it around the edge of this and see how that does next time I fire it up. I got a pond right there, so I got water. The rebar is still okay to touch the end, which kind of makes me worry if my nerves are deadish or... I think the neighbor's dogs just found out I'm alive. I think it's starting to get that cherry glow. Alright, I'm going to risk pulling it out. There we go. There's that nice cherry. This is a no-go. Sadly, it looks like I may have to find the rest of my tools before I can go much farther in the video. I'm not sure if this here is strong enough. Nope, definitely not strong enough. Alright, so I gotta find my channel locks before I can continue. So we'll see if this will probably make it online. Next video will be woohoo, right in the crotch. Next, yep, it's still recording. Next video, I'll find those channel locks and I'll get working on it. I'm gonna let this die right now and then relight it up later. I'm tired anyways, I'm starting to shake a little bit more than I should. Whew. I'm gonna go lay down and take a nap. Anyone up for a nap? Yeah, me too.